home bakers, it's me again, Carol, your fellow home baker from Cebu City. So, alam niyo naman guys that we home bakers, a big challenge talaga is on making the icing. So, ngayon, I am really making this video, especially for the newbies, para may idea kayo kung saan dito yung easy to make and which one is also the most affordable and the most stable kind of icing. So what we have here right now is we have 4 options. So actually there are a lot of icing that we have in the Philippine market, but these 4 that I have on the table are the most available in the market here in Cebu, in the Philippines, specifically here in Cebu City. So comparing to these 4 kinds of icing that we have, the boiled icing is, the ingredients are readily available in the market or even in the store. So a lot of us home bakers, aminin natin yan, that there are really a lot of customers who would like to do or, to place an order, like rush orders. So comparing these whipping creams that we have, you really have to buy them from the baking stores compared to the boiled icing. So the ingredients are just available in the store. So sari-sari store, you can get them right away. So now guys, on this video, I will be showing you the processing time and the stability test, and also we will be making like taste test of these 4 kinds of icing. To start with, I will be showing you how I make my boiled icing. So we need to have 4 eggs, this small size eggs. We also need 1 and 1/2 cup of refined sugar. We also need to have water. It's 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon of water. And most importantly guys, you should need to have this one. This is a candy thermometer. So we are going to use this to make sure that our sugar syrup is perfect and it's at the right temperature para hindi hilaw yung icing natin at hindi nalulusaw. So to start with, we are going to mix the sugar. This is 1 and 1/2 cup in the water. So this is 1/4 cup and 1 tablespoon. And also on this icing, we only need to have the egg white. So make sure that there is no yolk, walang yolks yung sa sa egg whites, kasi papalpak yan. Kahit maliit na egg yolks, papalpak talaga yung icing nyo. So you really have to make sure that you are going to use the egg whites only. And aside from that, you also need to make sure that your bowl is dry. There is no water, there is no grease, there is no dirt, because boiled icing is very, sensitive siya. So if may maliit na kahit konting yolks lang or may grease or may water, yun, papalpak talaga. Of home bakers really hate boiled icing because they fail so many times. So I was like you, I failed so many times talaga. But now, I'm proud to say that I love boiled icing na talaga. So aside from the bowl, you also have to make sure that your whisk, this one, your balloon whisk, it's also clean and dry. Walang dirt, walang grease. Alright, so now, my egg whites, 4 egg whites na tayo. So, we also need to use cream of tartar. So, you need 1/2 teaspoon of cream of tartar. The use of the cream of tartar is to stabilize your egg whites. By the way, guys, you can also use this boiled icing kahit wala kayong stand mixer because when I first started making boiled icing, I also used just the hand mixer. Yung mabibili lang sa Shopee, around 199. And for those who are asking, this stand mixer that I'm using, mabibili nyo din sa Shopee and Lazada for around 4,000 pesos only. So ngayon, isasalang natin yung ating sugar syrup with water. So, make sure that hindi nyo muna ibibit si egg whites. Pakukuluin muna natin si sugar syrup before natin i-whip si egg whites para sabay silang ready and hindi tayo papalpak. So, you really have to mix it well before natin isasalang. Ito. And then, yung lights yung heat is dapat naka-medium heat lang siya. Hindi masyadong low or high. Kasi, pag masyadong high, yung sugar natin, mag-crystallize siya. So, yun, hindi na pwede siya sa ating icing. So, just let it boil. Lagay nyo dito. Ito yung purpose ng candy thermometer kasi malalaman natin kung kailan siya pwede or luto na. Alright guys, so ngayon makikita natin that the sugar syrup has started to boil. So at this time, we have to start whipping our egg whites. To 250 Fahrenheit. So, it's perfect for the sugar syrup. So, i-add na natin siya slowly, gradually sa ating So ito guys, so our boiled icing is done. It's perfect. For you to know if it's perfect or not, so this is how you test the icing. So kahit itaob nyo ito, yung boiled icing natin, kahit itaob nyo ito pag ganito, hindi talaga babagsak yan. So very common problems natin sa mga home bakers is after they make the boiled icing, it's runny. Yung texture niya, it's runny. So pag runny yung texture ng boiled icing nyo, palpak na talaga yan. So, wala na kayong magagawa niyan. So, you really have to repeat the process. So, alright. So, this is now how our boiled icing looks like. It's very white. So, it's also delicious, guys. By the way, guys, the disadvantage of using the boiled icing is ang bilis niya mag-set. So, you really have to be very fast when using it. You really have to apply it right away on the cake. Otherwise, you will have a hard time applying it on the cake. So, yun. Again, mix mo muna using a spatula. And you have to make like a crumb coat. So, thin layer muna. So, this is the first coating. By the way, for the newbies, you really have to use a turntable so that it will be easier for you to ice the cake. So after crumb coating, by the way, you always have to have tissue because you need to clean your spatula from time to time. So now we are going to do the second coat. So, ang pag-apply nito guys, para soft yung cake nyo, you really have to apply a lot of amount or thick amount of icing para pag isang scrape lang, soft yung kalabasan. So, yun. So, by the way guys, one big common problems to us home bakers is how to achieve very dark color like color red and color blue. So, the best way to do that is to use air spray or bottle spray. So, on this cake, I will be coloring this with color blue, but I will be showing you guys that it's very difficult to achieve the dark color. So, we are going to use the air spray. So, by the way guys, yun, kailangan mo talaga ng maraming tissue or wet wipes beside you kasi you really have to clean the cake board all the time. So, segue muna tayo guys. By the way, I just got this order. I ordered this from our co-baker, Sandra, from Cake Me Up group. Sandra is her name. So this is an air spray. So this is what it looks like inside. So as you can see guys, it's still new. So hindi ko pa na talaga nagagamit. So yun, gagamitin natin ito. So this is what inside. So it has a hose. And this is the air gun, the pencil or your parang pen. And we have this is the power adapter. And we also have this mini compressor. So let's just going to assemble this guys. So, ito yon. So, we have to attach it at the back. So, it's in here. Medyo mahirap lang siyang ipasok, guys. Parang virgin ata to, guys. So, yun. And also, we need to this is the pen. So, ito, pasok niyo lang din. Pahirap pa na pagpasok, guys. You really have to push it harder, guys. Para pasok agad. Okay. And, we also need to have this power adapter. Also at the back. Yun. And by the way, you also need to have on the adapter. So, this is the power button. And you can adjust also the speed. So, yun. Nag-shake siya, guys. Okay, so yung mode niya pala is tatlo lang. So, parang low, medium, at saka high. So, press nyo lang. Yun. Off muna natin. So, you need to have a food color. Alright guys, as you can see, we have achieved a very dark color blue in just less than 5 minutes. Now, I will be showing you anong mangyayari pag if we are just going to direct to add food colors on the icing. So, you can see the difference. I'll show you. Alright guys, so now we just added the same food color that we used to spray on the cake. And we are going to mix this. Alright, as you can see guys, if we are just going to add directly the food color on the icing, hindi mo talaga ma-achieve ang darker color. So again, the easiest way to get or to achieve a very dark color is to use the air spray, or yung mga walang air spray, bottle spray will also do. But the disadvantage of using a bottle spray is it's very messy, so it goes around on your table. So you really have to, to clean a lot, or there are a lot of things to do after spraying the cake. So, now, pipe natin ito sa ating cupcakes. Alright guys, to pipe on our cupcakes, you have to use a pastry bag. So this one, you can buy this one for 180 pesos only. So 100 pieces na siya, and insert your tip. By the way, this is my favorite tip. It's 2D. So, it can make rosettes design and also a very nice icing on pipe on the cupcakes. So, you have to, yun, parang ganon, para mag-lock siya. Kasi pag squeeze mo, hindi yun lalabas yung mga icing kasi nakalock siya. So, the reason that I love this piping tip, the 2D, because it can make really good design. So, let's make first. So this is like rosette design, and the other one that you can do with the 2D tip. So that one guys, so it can make a lot of designs using just one tip. So kaya you really have to get this one. It's very affordable, by the way. It's only 47 pesos in Shopee. So yun guys, ito yung nagagawa natin sa ating boiled icing. So the cost of our boiled icing is only less than 50 pesos, but it can cover na 8x4 cake and also 1 dozen cupcakes. The cheapest icing that we have here in the Philippines. So we are done with our boiled icing. So now let's proceed with our next icing, which is we are going to use start. Alright guys, so we're done with our boiled icing. So pagpasensyahan nyo na guys yung color. So I know all of you can relate. It's really hard to wash off, food colors. So yun. Anyway, so this is Whippit. I know many of us are already using this. So sa mga newbies na hindi pa nakagamit, by the way, ito yung icing na favorite ko before, na yung palaging palpak pa ako sa boiled icing. The reason why I love this one, kasi never talagang mag-fail. Kahit anong gawin mo, any process, lagi siyang perfect. The only downside of having or using this one, it's the price. It's really pricey. So this one, it's 1 kilograms. This is 320 pesos here in Cebu City. I'm not sure how much it costs in Manila or anywhere in the Philippines, but the cost is around 300 pesos. And also the downside of this one is the packaging. So it's really hard to, to get the paste out of the packaging. So to open this one, kasi alam ko marami talaga nahihirapan ito. This is the only technique to use it. So this is like a foil type. So you are just going to use, you know, there are two ways. You can cut around on the packaging using a scissor, or you can just use your cutter, the easiest way. Yan. It's open. Yung iba kasi parang ginaganon lang. So marami pang mga paste na nasa loob na hindi nakukuha. So you really have to open it wide to make sure that everything is, you know, magagamit talaga. Sisimutin mo talaga because it's really pricey. So by the way, there are two ways. I mean, by just adding it in with water, so it also gives you a good result. But if you would like to make it, you know, a little creamier or like tastier, you can also use milk. But me, I'm just using water because, you know, pricey na nga yung cake, I mean yung icing, so water na lang, guys. Yun. Put it at the bottom kasi ang lagkit niya, guys. This is also what I don't like about it. It's so lagkit. Yun. Beat nyo lang ito, guys. Beat nyo lang. Unlike the boiled icing na mahaba yung process, ito beat nyo lang. Perfect na. So, beat to medium speed. Alright, guys. So, our Whippit icing is done. So guys, ito na yung ating Whippit icing. Compared to boiled icing kanina, as you can see, hindi siya puno. And this one, it cost 320 pesos. Yung kanina, yung boiled icing, ginawa natin. So parang umapaw na siya sa bowl and it's only like less than 50 pesos. So now, I will be showing you the effects, or we are going to pipe this on our cupcakes. So again, I will be using my favorite tip. This one is the 2D tip. So, we are going to insert it on our piping bag. So, you are just going to get some icing. The amount that you'd like. Kanina, guys, yung ginamit ko is a liquid food color. And this one, right now, I will be using a gel type. This is also one of my favorites. The brand is Pietraco Gel. So, this is color red. So, we are just going to add a few drops of this. Because I'd like to have a color pink icing. By the way, guys, again, it's really hard to color soft icing, to achieve a dark color. So the only way for you to get a super color red or blue or any darker colors is to use bottle spray or air gun. So this one, kahit ibuhos yung pa ito isang tube ng food color, guys, hindi talaga magre-red ito. So it only like give you a darker color pink. So like this. A few drops of food color will give you like a pastel shade. So this is the color that I like. It's pastel pink, baby pink. So again, if you would like to have a darker color, just use bottle spray or air spray. So same kanina, I'm using the same tip, the 2D tip. by the way, guys, for you to get a perfect rosette design on the cupcakes is to start at the bottom, at the center. It's just like, parang nagsusulat ka lang ng small letter E. So, E. So, start at the middle. Yeah. So, this is our rosette cupcakes using Whippit. So, later, guys, I'll be comparing yung mga nagawa nating icing. So, this is rosette, and now, like the taller design. So, alright. So, this is our Whippit. So, again, guys, ito lang yung nagawa ng ating 1 kilograms. Hindi siya puno. Unlike sa boiled icing kanina na parang umapaw na yung icing. So, let's move on our third icing, which is the Vivo whipping cream. So on this one, on the Whippit, we added cold water or cold milk. So on the third and fourth icing, no need to add anything. You are just going to whip it right away, so it's easier. So let's start. Alright guys, so we're done yung boiled icing, Whippit, and now this one, we are going to use Vivo. By the way, I just, nakita ko lang ito sa isang stante sa baking store. So I tried it myself, and it's easy to use. It's very easy to use, and the price for this one, this is 1 liter, and it cost 190 pesos only, and very easy to use. So, before nyo tong gawin, guys, gamitin, you really have to chill it overnight sa fridge. It needs to be cold kasi kapag bibili nyo lang, ang gagamitin nyo to agad-agad, then palpak yung icing nyo. So, you really have to chill it overnight. So, you just need to open it. Yun. So, it's like, it has a texture, it's liquid texture, it's like milk. So unlike boiled icing and Whippit that you need to add something, on this one it's ready to whip. So you didn't need to add anything. But if you would like to make it like a little sweeter, then you can add few or like a little powdered sugar. Beat nyo lang ito, guys. On the label, it says whip it at medium speed. But for me, I want it to be faster. So, high speed agad para automatic. So, yun. Alright guys, so ito na yung ating Vivo whipping cream. It's very easy to make. It's very easy to use. Aside from that, it's affordable. So, compared to Whippit kanina, yung Whippit natin, hindi siya napupuno yung isang bowl. So, this one, whipping cream na Vivo, punong-puno talaga. So, by the way, this one, it tastes like sundae, chocolate sundae. I mean, yung sundae sa Jollibee, it tastes like ice cream. Masarap siya. So now we are going to pipe this on our cupcakes. So get just a few or like amount that you would like to color. So yun guys, so yung texture niya parang sundae talaga and it really tastes good. It tastes like an ice cream. So on this one, I'm going to use McCormick yellow food color. So you just need to add a few drops. So, yun, naparami na naman. Anyways, so this is our Vivo whipping cream. It's very easy to use. So, and this icing guys, I will be using a different tip. This is also another, my favorite, this one. This is 1E. So, ito yung mukha niya. It also gives, you know, a very good effect sa icing. So my two designs that I like using this tip is you're just one blob lang, one blob, and then it will give you a very good design. It's as easy as that. So, and also another way is swirl. So, yun. Ito yung ating cupcakes using Vivo whipping cream and it's 1E tip. So, guys, as easy as that, napaka-easy gumawa using ng Vivo whipping cream. So, in just less than 5 minutes, may magandang icing ka na and affordable as well. Alright guys, so now we are going to use our fourth icing. This is Mona Lisa. I'm not sure kung gano'n na ito katagal sa market, but I just recently na nakita ko ito sa standee ng isang baking store. So, I decided to try it myself. Kasi may nakikita din ako sa baking group natin na nagpo-post of asking if it's good. So, ayun, hoping this video will help or answer her question. So, same with Vivo, you are just going to add this, whip this, and then agad may icing ka na. And for those who are asking, by the way, this is 205 pesos here in Cebu City. I'm not sure how much it costs in Manila or in Luzon or Mindanao. So, but it's 200 lang dito sa Cebu. So, same with Vivo whipping cream. It has a milky texture. So, it's liquid type. And by the way, guys, don't forget, the same with Vivo whipping cream, you have to chill it overnight. So, yung temperature niya dapat cold. Kasi yung temperature din niya, not cold, yun yung magpapaalsa sa icing. And by the way, this is the first time that I'm just going to use this. So, binili ko lang siya for testing, if maganda ba. Sabit natin at medium speed para hindi siya mag-spill over. So, yung texture, right. So, yung texture niya, guys, it started to thicken, like parang thick yung consistency niya. So, I will adjust the settings to high speed. Lami. Alright guys, so done. This is our Mona Lisa icing. Um, ang bango niya guys, para siyang ice cream. Yung texture niya, it also has like, it looks like a sundae from Jollibee, but it's a little firmer compared to the sundae ng Jollibee. And it also tastes good. Sobrang sarap niya guys. And by the way, we whip this one in just 3 minutes. So in just 3 minutes guys, you will have a no fail icing. So ito na yon. So puno yung isang bowl. So this one is good to cover one cake na 8 by 4 and also 12 or 1 dozen cupcakes. So I'll also be piping this on a cupcake. Alright, so again, I am going to use my favorite tip, which is, palagi ko talagang nire-recommend ito guys, kasi maganda talaga gamitin ito. It's 2D, ito yung mukha niya. So, I am not going to add any food color, so I just want it to be white. Again, if you are going to pipe this on the cupcakes, you have to seal yung parang ganon para pag squeeze mo, hindi siya aapaw or hindi siya messy. So again, I will be making a rosette cupcake. So you have to start at the center and you will be making like a letter E, small letter E. And as easy as that. And also cupcakes. Swirl. Yan, ang ganda. So we are going to compare the 4 icings that we have made. So let's move this aside. Apat na klase na icing na ginawa natin. So the first, the blue one, this is the boiled icing. So as you can see, paggawa natin ito guys, it's puno siya, pero it's empty now because I already pipe it on the cupcakes, 1 dozen cupcakes, and also covered it on a cake, 8 by 4 cake. So for a cost of less than 50 pesos, you can make a boiled icing, a stable boiled icing. So boiled icing na 50 pesos, it can cover 1 cake and 1 dozen cupcakes. This one, the color pink, this is Whippit. So hindi siya napuno yung isang bowl because I just added a few or like little amount of water. So, yun. And Whippit, it costs 320 pesos in Cebu City. And this one, this is the Vivo whipping cream. It is 190 pesos here in Cebu City. So, in less than 5 minutes, you will get a perfect, delicious, and yummy icing. And this one, na-surprise ako guys, this is Mona Lisa. Actually, this is my first time to use this kind of icing. So, it costs 205 pesos here in Cebu City. And mabango siya guys. It tastes delicious. So, it smells and tastes like ice cream. So, I would also recommend this to anyone, those who are having a hard time making boiled icing. So, you guys, you can choose which icing that you are going to use. But for me right now, magiging bias na yung recommendation ko because right now, I have been been using boiled icing talaga. Again, the reason why I'm using boiled icing because the ingredients are readily available in the market or in the neighborhood or like sa sari-sari store. So, you can use it right away, especially if you will be having like rush orders. But again, if you are still having or like struggling on making boiled icing, I would suggest of the three, you can use Mona Lisa. Because see, it's really delicious and it's yummy and it's also stable. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I will be leaving this for um, at room temperature for 24 to 48 hours, and we will check on the stability of this icing. So I hope, guys, this video helps or answers whatever questions you have or will help you decide which icing to use for your cakes. But if you have any questions, guys, you can leave your comments below and I will be I will be answering all your questions as soon as or when I'll have the time to answer. But I'll make sure to answer them. Okay? So,
Alright guys, so ngayon, ito na yung ating cupcakes. Pinipe natin ito yesterday, so it has been 24 hours now. So this cupcakes has been piped, or let's say it's 1 day old. So let's check on their stability. So the blue one, we used boiled icing. The pink one, we used Whippit. The yellow, that's Vivo whipping cream, and the white one is Mona Lisa. So let's check further. So this one, this is boiled icing. 1 day old na siya. So as you can see, may mga bubbles na siya, but it still has the sharp edges. And yung height niya as is pa rin. So same height as kahapon. So yun. And let's check on the other one. This is in rosette. So yun, meron pa rin yung mga sharp edges niya, though may mga bubbles. I-try natin itataob, guys, if babagsak siya or not. So let's see. So, tinaob natin si boiled icing, hindi siya humuhulas. So, let's check with the others. So, next is, we have the pink one. This is Whippit icing. So, si Whippit, proven na talaga yan si Whippit na very stable. So, before I use boiled icing, ginagamit ko si Whippit. So, ito na siya. This is 1 day old cupcake. This is now how it looks. It still have the sharp edges. Though, parang nagsusoft na siya tignan. But still, presentable pa rin. And let's also check on the one that was piped using the 2D tip. So using the 2D tip, so you can see that it still have the sharp edges too, though meron siyang mga bubbles, but it's still looking good. So next, by the way, so taob muna natin. So let's see if hindi siya huhulas. So this is Whippit, guys. Tinaob ko siya. And amazing, hindi siya humuhula. So, stable rin si Whippit. Next, let's get the color yellow. So, the color yellow cupcakes, we used Vivo whipping cream for this. So, as you can see, guys, meron na siyang, para siyang melted ice cream. So, it doesn't look good. And also, hindi na siya ganun kataas as kahapon. So, let's get the other one. So, this one, we piped using 1E. So, Tingnan natin. Yun. Para siyang nagtutubig. Kasi yung mga sprinkles niya, as you can see, nawawala yung kulay. So, mas match yung colors ng ng sprinkles na nilagay ko kahapon. Unlike sa boiled icing, hindi nawawala yung kulay. So, this one, try nating itaob. Hindi rin siya humuhulas, pero as you can see, para siyang nagtutubig. So, for me, I don't like it. So, I don't like to use, I won't recommend this kind of whipping cream for cupcakes or cakes. Maybe it's just good for, toppings ng mga milk tea. So, yun. Ito na yun. Nagtutubig siya, guys. This is, again, Vivo whipping cream. And let's get the white one. So, the white one, this is Mona Lisa. Maganda pa rin tignan si Mona Lisa, though para siyang yung height niya bumabagsak. So, it's not as tall as yesterday. So, this is how it looks after 24 hours on a tabletop. Meron siyang, para na rin siyang melted ice cream, nagka-crust. But, it still have the sharp edges. Yun nga lang, yung height niya is not as tall as yesterday. So, para siyang nagpa-flatten. So, let's get the other one, the one that was piped on rosette. So, ito na yun. Meron pa rin yung sharp edges niya, kaya lang, compare dito sa Whippit, na maganda pa rin. Ito, para siyang nagfla-flatten yung surface niya. So, based on this experiment, 1-day experiment or stability test ng 4 icings, I would say that yung maganda or yung pinaka-stable is, for me, it's still boiled icing and Whippit. Kasi hindi sila, yung height nila hindi bumabagsak, hindi nagpa-flatten compared dito sa Mona Lisa at saka sa Vivo whipping cream. So yung Vivo at saka si Mona Lisa, masarap sila, guys. It tastes like ice cream, kaya lang bumabagsak yung height. So I would say it's not stable as with boiled icing and Whippit. Alright, so yun lang, guys. So I hope this video helps sa newbies to decide what kind of icing they are going to use on their future cakes and cupcakes. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and happy baking. Goodbye.